Hello guys, let's begin. Unit 3, Arbitration, Tribunal Adjudication and Alternative Dispute Resolution. Adversarial and inquisitorial systems. Every legal system can be broadly classified into two models, adversarial and inquisitorial. Both aim at dispensing justice, but they differ in their techniques. So, if it is a legal system, it is classified into two types, and both of the two types have same aim to deliver justice, but the way they do that is different. That is what makes them different. Let us understand meaning of each. In an adversarial system, parties in a legal proceeding develop their own theory of case and gather evidence to support their claims. Parties are assisted by their lawyers who take a proactive role in delivering justice to the litigants who file the complaint. So, what happens in an adversarial system? There are two parties to any suit. And those two parties, they have their own case. Obviously, हर बंदे की अलग प्रॉब्लम होती है, तो उनके केस की एक अलग थ्योरी होगी. कोई और अगर केस आएगा कोर्ट में, उसकी एक अलग थ्योरी होगी. कुछ चीज़ें मैच कर सकती हैं, लेकिन उनके पर्सनल जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं वो तो डिफर करेंगी ना एक दूसरे से. So that is what it is given. Their own theory of case. मतलब उनका मैटर, उनके साथ क्या प्रॉब्लम हुई, that is different from the problem that another person could have faced. और हर बंदा एक लॉयर अपॉइंट करता है जो उसके बिहाफ में कोर्ट में उसका बयान पेश करेगा, so that the person may get justice. That is what generally happens in courts today. Lawyers gather evidence and participate in cross-examination and scrutiny of evidence presented by the other disputing party. So, and the lawyers, as they do today, they gather the evidence and whoever the witnesses have come, they examine them, they cross-examine, ask questions, and then those evidences जो other party लाई है उसको analyze करना. The role of judge is rather passive, as judge decides claim based solely on evidences and arguments presented by parties and their lawyers. Judge का क्या रोल होता है? बैठकर उन claims को, उन arguments को सुनना जो कि उनके लॉयर बोल रहे हैं, जो पार्टीज विटनेस बॉक्स में बोलती हैं या जो विटनेसेस विटनेस बॉक्स में बोलते हैं, उन सारी चीज़ों को सुन के एंड ऑल्सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द एविडेंस, प्रूफ के बेसिस पर अपना डिसीजन सुनाना. दैट इज द पर्पस ऑफ जज. इन एन इक्विस्टोरियल सिस्टम, judge takes a center stage in dispensing justice. So in the starting only you see it's the opposite. Judge has a passive role in adversarial system, but in inquisitorial system, judge has an active role to dispense, to deliver justice. The role is active as he determines facts and issues in dispute. Judge also decides manner in which evidence must be presented before the court. So over here, judge is deciding that what facts and issues needed to be presented in the court and what all evidence can be presented with the facts. For example, judge may decide for presentation of a specific form of evidence, that is oral or documentary or a combination of both. Judge then evaluates evidence presented and decides upon the legal claims. So here also claims and arguments are made, but what facts, what evidences are to be presented, that is solely decided by the judge, and the final verdict is also given by the judge by evaluating the evidences. Therefore, this model is also known as interventionist or investigative model. Furthermore, in such a system, less reliance is placed on cross-examination and other techniques often used by lawyers to evaluate evidences of their opposing counsel, means of their opposite lawyer, to examine what witnesses or evidences the opposite lawyer is presenting. That is also done, but when the judge is only in an active role, then there is not much need for lawyers to intervene in between and cross-examine or to scrutinize the evidences or witnesses that the other lawyer has presented. Adversarial system is generally adopted in common law countries like UK, US, Australia, India. Continental Europe, which follows the civil law system, that is those deriving from Roman law or Napoleonic Court, has adopted the inquisitorial system. Having understood this, now we come on to the main advantages of an adversarial system. Use of cross-examination can be an effective way to test the credibility of witnesses presented. Means sometimes false witnesses are also presented in the court by the lawyers just to prove that their facts are true. बस क्योंकि होता है when you will, if you become a lawyer and you go further in this field, then you will get to know कि lawyers बात को बहुत ज़्यादा घुमा फिरा के present करते हैं. उनमें ये टैक्ट होता है एक अच्छे लॉयर में, और कुछ फैक्ट्स होते हैं जो शायद वो चेंज कर दें ताकि बस वो जीत सके. सो अगर वो फैक्ट चेंज कर रहे हैं, कुछ चेंजेस ला रहे हैं जस्ट टू विन द केस, तो हो सकता है कि उनको कुछ फॉल्स विटनेस भी ज़रूरत हो. फॉल्स विटनेसेस आते हैं, तो जब दूसरा लॉयर उस विटनेस को एग्जामिन करे या उससे क्वेश्चंस पुट अप करे, तब कभी कभी पता चल जाता है कि हाँ, वो थोड़ा जो झूठ बोल रहा होता है, ज़्यादा झूठ नहीं बोल पाता, वो कहीं ना कहीं अटकता है या कहीं ना कहीं फंस ज़रूर जाता है. तो अगर ये विटनेसेस झूठे होंगे तो वो भी कहीं ना कहीं फंसेंगे. इसीलिए क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशन इफेक्टिव हो सकता है. Parties may be more willing to accept the results when they are given effective control over the process. Because effective control कैसे है parties का? Because they and their lawyers are themselves deciding that what facts need to be presented in the court and what evidence need to be put forward. तो यहाँ पर parties खुद situation को deal कर रही हैं. Regard to this, in the inquisitorial system, judge ये सब काम करते हैं. Now let's see the disadvantages of adversarial system. Cost of justice falls upon the parties. Lawyer appoint कर रहे हैं, lawyer की फीस हर दिन जब कोर्ट हियरिंग होगी, हर दिन आपके लिए वो लॉयर लड़ेगा, वो कोर्ट में प्रेजेंट होगा, तो हियरिंग के हर दिन की लॉयर की फीस आपको पे करनी पड़ेगी. So the cost, you are there in the court to get justice, but you have to pay something for that, and that payment goes out of from your pocket. This creates an inbuilt discrimination amongst the litigants. Parties with better resources are able to access justice by hiring competent lawyers and presenting sophisticated evidences which may not be immediately available for parties that lack these resources. We know some people are rich, some are poor, and some is what we call as middle class people. So the rich people, they have the resources, they have that huge amount of money that they can expend to hire a very big lawyer. कहते हैं ना, मैं बड़ा लॉयर हायर करूँगा. So जो बहुत सारे केसेस जीता हो, जो बहुत सक्सेसफुल लॉयर हो, तो अगर रिच पर्सन है, इन सक्सेसफुल लॉयर्स की फीस भी पर डे की लैक्स में होती है. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द इंडियन सिनेरियो, तो लैक्स में किसी की फी देना, और फिर इफ द केस इज गोइंग ऑन इन सम सिटी विच इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम योर होम टाउन, then to live in that city you have to bear some expenses, right? तो इतना खर्चा कोई रिच पर्सन तो आराम से कर लेगा, बट अ फार्मर और अ पर्सन ऑफ विलेज or any such middle class or lower class person, they cannot afford such things easily. They cannot afford those big and successful or competent lawyers. They cannot afford these resources. So this is why a discrimination sort of is created. Accessibility and affordability to justice are important challenges. Then the role of lawyers and procedural formalities, example cross-examination, may prolong the trial and lead to delays in several matters. As it happens, there is a huge pendency of cases in India. Why the cases are pending? Because अभी तक कोई verdict उसमें deliver नहीं हो पाया. Because इतना क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशन, इतना स्क्रूटनी होती है इंडिया में, that it has finally lead to the delaying of the matters. Judges play less active role, as we know they play a passive role in adversarial system. Judges not duty bound to ascertain the truth but only to evaluate the matter based on evidences presented before him. Whatever evidences, whatever claims or arguments are presented before the court in front of the judge, on the basis of that only the judge gives his verdict. अपने आप से कोई मेहनत जज को नहीं करनी है, वो खुद नहीं डिसाइड करते कि कौन से एविडेंस किस तरीके से प्रोड्यूस होंगे. Peter Murphy in his book Practical Guide to Evidence recounts an instructive example. A frustrated judge in an English court finally asked a barrister means lawyer, after witnesses had produced conflicting accounts, am I never to hear the truth? No, my lord, merely the evidence, replied counsel. So you see, in an English or an adversarial court, because English people, that is UK, they follow the adversarial system of law. So in an adversarial court, after hearing those arguments, the judge asked the lawyer that I am not deserving any time to hear the truth in the matter. क्या मैं कभी भी सच नहीं सुन सकता? That means you always twist and turn the things and present before me. Tell me the truth. Now the person or the lawyer is replying that no, I am just presenting the evidences before you. Truth or not, I don't know. These are just the evidences. On the other hand, now we will see the advantages of an inquisitorial model. This system offers procedural efficiency as active role of judges prevents delays and prolonged trials. So over here, there is efficiency because judges are active and there is no delay. क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशन भी नहीं होता यहाँ पर. System preserves equality between parties as even the stronger party with more resources and expert lawyers may not be able to influence the judges, because here the judges are an active role to play. So here, even if the rich party it has hired an expensive or successful lawyer, an expert lawyer in the field, then too they cannot do anything, because यहाँ पर जज एविडेंसेस कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं, विटनेसेस वो डिसाइड कर रहे हैं किसको प्रेजेंट होना है, क्या फैक्ट्स को प्रेजेंट करना है किस तरीके से, और क्या एविडेंस प्रोड्यूस करने हैं, ये सब चीज़ें जज डिसाइड कर रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पर लॉयर का तो एक्टिव रोल ही नहीं है. सो हियर कम्स द इक्वालिटी सिनेरियो. Now disadvantages: since judge steps into the shoes of an investigator, he or she can no longer remain neutral to evaluate the case with an open mind. Now he has come as a job of a lawyer, as an investigator. तो अब जज अगर सिंपल बैठ के दोनों चीजें सुन रहे हो, so he has an open mind, he is neutral from both the sides. I have to hear the claims equally of this party, so as I have to hear the cases of the other party. But if I am only the investigator, I will no longer remain neutral to hear the cases with an open mind. There may be a lack of an incentive structure for judges to involve themselves in proper fact finding. Now we come on to Introduction to Alternative Dispute Resolution, which is in short known as ADR. Alternative, some other option, dispute, resolution means to resolve. So this refers to use of non-adversarial techniques of adjudication of legal disputes. Means the person will not go to court directly, will not hire such expensive lawyers और तब बहस नहीं होगी. ठीक है, adversarial में यही तो होता है. So something which is different from that sort of hearings. History of ADR in India predates the modern adversarial model of Indian judiciary. Modern Indian judiciary was introduced with advent of British colonial era as English courts and English legal system influenced the practice of Indian courts, advocates and judges. So judiciary, the courts were established by Britishers only in India through various regulating acts or Government of India Act. So as the Britishers arrived, and during that British rule only, the courts were established in India, and so the Indian judiciary at that time was very much influenced by the English principles. Courts in India were established to have in place a uniform legal system on lines of English courts. As I told you, the courts in India at that time were very much under the influence of the English provisions or principles. Whatever rules were there in England, उनके basis पर यहाँ पर rule किया जाता था. So that was on the lines of the जो भी verdict अगर English court दे रहा है तो उसको as a president treat करके India में matters को deal किया जाता था. However, even before the advent of such formalistic models of courts and judiciary, Indian legal system was characterized by several native ADR techniques. The Vedic age in India witnessed the flourishing of specialized tribunals such as Kula, Sherani and Puga. Kula is for disputes of family, community, tribe, caste, races. Means civil matters के लिए family related, family law matters जिसको बोल सके, that is Kula. Sherani was internal disputes in business related matters के लिए. Puga was for association of traders or commerce branches. कोई trade company है, दो trade company के बीच का dispute हो गया, so that they will go to Puga. In these interest based negotiations dominated with a neutral third party seeking to identify the underlying needs and concerns of parties in dispute. Similarly, people's courts or panchayat continued to be at the center of dispute resolution in villages, and panchayati raj is still prevalent in Indian rural areas. Now, what happens basically in this ADR? Obviously, there are two parties, and a neutral third party is chosen by the common needs or the common wishes of these two parties, and a third neutral party is elected. Because the third party is neutral, वो किसी के भी साइड में नहीं है, किसी के भी फेवर या किसी के भी एक प्रेजुडिस डेवलप करके नहीं बैठा है, तो इसलिए एक्सपेक्ट किया जाता है कि ये थर्ड पार्टी न्यूट्रल होकर एक वर्डिक्ट देगा. ना मेरी साइड ना तुम्हारी साइड, किसी के भी साइड नहीं होगा और हमारी बातें सुनेगा. हम मेरे साथ जो प्रॉब्लम है या तुम्हारे साथ जो प्रॉब्लम है वो सब सुनेगा, एंड देन वो न्यूट्रली एक वर्डिक्ट देगा और वो बात फिर हम दोनों मान जाएंगे. ठीक है, तो ऑल्टरनेटिव डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन में जनरली अब इंडिया में यही होता है कि अगर मेरे और किसी दूसरे के बीच में लाइक ए और बी पर्सन दो हैं, इन दोनों के बीच में कोई डिस्प्यूट हुआ, दे म्यूचुअली डिसाइड दैट वी विल अपॉइंट अ मीडिएटर और अ थर्ड पार्टी who will hear. We will not go to court, we will appoint a mediator हु विल हियर आवर मैटर्स, हमारी सिचुएशन सुनेगा वो, और न्यूट्रल पार्टी होगी, ना मेरे फेवर में ना तुम्हारे फेवर में, और उसको हम सारे फैक्ट्स बताएंगे और वही जो डिसीजन देगा बस उसको हम मान लेंगे। तो अगर आप एक मीडिएटर अपॉइंट करके बैठते हैं, या अगर कोई कोर्ट से आप बोलते हैं कि हमको मीडिएटर अपॉइंट करके दीजिए, तो कोई भी लॉयर जो मीडिएटर के रूप में आ रहा है उसका जो वर्डिक्ट होगा वो फाइनल वर्डिक्ट होगा, और वो कहते हैं अवार्ड, उस वर्डिक्ट को कहा जाता है अवार्ड। तब आप इनकार नहीं कर सकते। आपने मीडिएटर मांगा था, हमने आपको मीडिएटर दिया, अब आपका काम है कि जो भी उसका डिसीजन होगा वो आप पर लीगली बाइंडिंग होगा। क्या होगा? लीगली बाइंडिंग होगा ऑन बोथ द पार्टीज, बिकॉज बोथ द पार्टीज हैड म्यूचुअली डिसाइडेड टू अपॉइंट दिस पर्सन। नाउ from here we will do in the next video.